What up, people? It's Eagle Eye. So I'm going to talk about a few things. I'm going to talk about Bellerin. I'm going to talk about Emery wanting a former player of his, and a couple of other things. So let's get it cracking. Enjoy, strap up. It's Eagle Eye time. Alright, what up, people? It's your boy Chid from Guna Eagle Eye coming to you again with a brand new video. This time, it's Eagle Eye Transfer Rumor Show, where I talk to you about rumors and news surrounding the Arsenal. I hope you guys are well. Please do stick a like on this video. Hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. I would greatly appreciate it. And yeah, let's do this. Aidan, if you know anything about me, I am very rarely late. So 7 minutes ain't bad. That's early for Lee. So you can't compare us to. All right, let's do this. Thank you. We deliver. I appreciate that, my guy. I appreciate that. And Rickon, I see you. And Omar, I see you. Thank you, brother. Got that trim, you know. I had to get that line up, you know. Anyway, let's talk about Mr. Hector Bellerin. Bellerin are in talks with PSG. Seems like deep talks. They've been in talks since last week, from my understanding, over a bid. That bid has now come in. It's set to be £30 million altogether, which is 25 million up top, and then 5 million in add-ons. According to everybody's understanding, when I say everybody, David Ornstein has come out and spoken, Charlie Watts has come out and said something, and obviously Lee's mate Fabrizio has come out and said something, and that's that, you know, the player himself is very open to the move. He's not keen on waiting for a rebuild. He'd rather have immediate success, so to speak. And that's why he's quite open to the move. He's been open to the move of leaving Arsenal for about 12 months now. Little fun fact. The club are open to hearing offers. They are reluctant to lose Hector Bellerin unless it's for a substantial fee. They, if possible, would like another 5 million on top. So they're having negotiations at the moment. The plan being that Ainsley Maitland-Niles is set. It's like the comeback of all comebacks. He's gone from being shown the door to potentially being the starting right back at Arsenal. Now, me and perhaps most of you agree he should be. But, you know, it takes these lot a little bit longer to realise it. But, yeah, it looks like we are headed in that direction. And I guess I wanted to go know what you guys thought. For me, if we get, I would have accepted this bid personally, but if we can squeeze out another 5 million and that assists us to getting a Thomas Partey, or dare I dream, it assists us to getting an Aouar, I think you've got to make those sort of moves. And I think you've got to squeeze every penny you can possibly get out of PSG. Unfortunately for PSG, they're not interested in Matteo Guendouzi. There was some hope that Guendouzi may be added to the deal and maybe PSG would be prepared to do a double bid. But PSG have backed out for the race for Matteo Guendouzi for personal reasons. They are just focused on getting Hector. From Arsenal's perspective, I think they're quietly hoping that PSG up their bid. Maybe they can get the likes of Bayern Munich involved, Juventus, who are also supposedly interested in him earlier in the summer, involved. But yeah, I think from my perspective, I say let him go. I think France would be, all jokes aside, let's forget the fact I want him out. I think France would be a really good move for him. You know, he cares about that fashion stuff. You know, he lives that sort of lifestyle. And I think it would be in his interest to move to France with the view of some sort of success. So if that ends up happening to him, good luck to him. I have nothing against him really. It is what it is, isn't it? He's not the guy I expected and hoped he would be 9 years after being at Arsenal Football Club. You know, and I think a lot of people are finding it difficult to accept him leaving because of sentiment. Sentiment is the fans' biggest weakness when it comes to Arsenal players. And I think it doesn't allow fans to look at certain things objectively, such as form, such as price. It doesn't allow. There's not a lot of objectivity there, so fans always look at things incorrectly rather than the meaning behind it. And I think that's very much the case with Hector Bellerin. I'm here seeing a lot of people saying, "Oh, well, they wouldn't sell him." Why? Has Hector Bellerin improved at all that justifies your statement? He hasn't. He hasn't improved himself. And I think when a player's not improved himself, then you need to get rid. Whereas you look at someone like an AC Maitland-Niles, that's a player that you can physically see has improved and developed over the last 2 years to 18 months. Why not give him a chance with that number one right back and say, all right, yeah, you have it. You're my new number two. Let's go. Let's see what you got. That's what I would like to see personally going forward. But we'll see. We will see. Second dose of news is that Mr. Emery, Emery, is interested in taking Martinez to Villarreal. I'm going to just dip some water while I talk about this story. So let's see if this works. He's trying to get Martinez over to Villarreal. Obviously, we've heard some rumours at the start of the week, that Martinez was going to be offered a new deal, particularly in light of him starting in the Community Shield. I think there was a lot of renewed hope, particularly from me, that Arteta had seen sense. One second. That Arteta had seen sense and was preparing Martinez to be the new number one. But it seems as though there's still a big interest is being shown in Martinez from everywhere. Not to mention that we are still showing the Brentford keeper a lot of interest. It seems as though Unai Emery is very interested in a move for Martinez. Obviously, for the reported £10 million. Remember, the club want to sell him for 20 million if he is to leave the club. But Martinez would like the club to lower that price to 10 million. So hopefully there's nothing in that. I think Emery, of course, is going to be sniffing around whatever Arsenal player he could get his hands on, especially if they're going for cheap. But we'll see what develops with that. But supposedly, Unai Emery is interested in a move for Emi Martinez. All right. Let's continue going on with the stories. Dude, that sip of water. So, as you can imagine, now that we have essentially completed, or we're looking like we're about to complete a deal for Ceballos, we've completed a deal for Gabriel, which was a hilarious announcement video that they did. It was hilarious in the sense that the acting was so bad, and then you just saw the people get wound up by David Luiz and his constant talking in the announcement video. It's just like, let the man speak. So yeah, it was hilarious to watch, but glad that's now over the line. So supposedly the next focus for the club, other than these Bellerin talks, is Partey and Aouar. Now, I talked to you guys yesterday about the fact that Partey is still very keen to come to the club, and Arsenal are very keen to have him, but there's obviously no agreement. Atletico Madrid are in the midst of putting some plans in place for should Partey leave the club, in that they want Marco Roca from Espanyol. I think they were putting the finishing touches to that signing. Well, switching over to Aouar, I believe that now this is going to be the new focus for Arsenal. Now, interestingly enough, remember I told you guys about maybe a week ago, that Messi looking like he's going to leave Barcelona and his likely destination being Man City could be excellent news for us. And the reason it's excellent news for us is because their focus, not to mention all their cash, is going to securing Lionel Messi, which last I heard, the fee that's being discussed for Lionel Messi is £624 million for a 33-year-old, albeit the best 33-year-old that's ever kicked a ball. Oh my gosh. I mean, that is more than a lot of Premier League clubs. It's worth more than a lot of Premier League clubs. Full stop. And that's supposed to be a 5-year deal, which basically is 3 years in the Premier League and then 2 years in their sister club, New York FC or whatever it's called. So here's what it is. That's all you can say. But that means that they've basically said that they are unlikely to make a move for a while. Juventus don't have any cash. So neither do Arsenal in theory, but you feel like out of the two, the team that's likely to get their hands on cash is going to be Arsenal. Lyon are still not shifted from their 60 million euro valuation, which is £54 million. Arsenal last bid at £40 million plus Guendouzi, if you guys remember. So we'll see what happens. Lyon are still not interested in Guendouzi. They're still interested in cash. Arsenal's plan is to go back to them this week with a new bid. So we'll see what happens. The player himself supposedly has denied all rumours of wanting to go to Juve and is very keen on a Premier League move. So we'll see what happens, because let me tell you something. I still don't believe this deal will happen. I feel like there's a lot of hurdles to get to before you get someone like an Aouar quality player. But you look around at all these teams where, City are about to get Messi. United are about to secure Van der Beek. Chelsea are about to secure Havertz. Like, we need one of them. We need one of them. We need a marquee attacking signing like that. But look, just someone of just high quality. And Aouar is that player for me. High quality player. But what will we get him? Oh, I mean, you'd think no. Every instinct in my fiber is saying it's not going to happen. And yeah. But we'll see what happens. What do you guys think? Let me know. Leave it in the comments below. All right, let's talk about Mesut Ozil. Lots of people wanted me to talk about this. I'm not really sure why, in some ways, because it kind of is what it is. Yes, he's been offered a deal, but if you looked at his Twitter today, he's acknowledged the fact that I think it was today, 7 years ago, today, that we signed him, which to me is a defiant message that says he's not going anywhere. He basically said he's not going anywhere, that he's going to see the last few months of this contract out. And for me, I've given up hoping. I'm used to the idea. I've accepted. I've made peace with it. He will be with us until June 2021. Let's just make peace with it. Let's start those countdown clocks and let's just keep it moving. Me personally, I don't know why you would want to stay at a club that clearly don't want you, but it is what it is. It's up to him. He's got a contractual right to stay at that club. So it is what it is. But what do you guys think? Again, let me know. Leave it in the comments below. Don't think there's anything else I need to. Don't think there's anything else I need to. Oh yeah, there's lots of rumours about. So there's 3 players theory in here. So for Brentford, Benrahma and David Raya, they were left out of their fixture for their most recent match. And obviously they feel that that's because Arsenal are trying to buy them. It's unsettled them a bit as players. I saw a quote from David Raya today talking about how excited he would be to join Arsenal. So he's really sold on the idea of coming to Arsenal. So yeah, I think their prospective moves to Arsenal have unsettled them. I personally don't think any of these deals are going to happen. I don't see why you would buy a Benrahma. to put him where. And then, again, same thing with kind of David Raya. If Martinez signs a contract, where exactly do you plan to play him? So it didn't make a lot of sense to me, but what do you guys think? Is there anyone that actually knows what these two players are like? That must mean you watched them in the playoffs. I mean, what do you think they're like? Like, who's watched them on a week-to-week basis? Are these players any good? From what I saw from that goalkeeper, I wasn't impressed. In fact, to be honest, I wasn't that impressed from Ben Rama either, because in the same game, I didn't see him really do anything. But I must confess, I don't know a lot about them to start banging on and on. But what do you guys think? Let me know. Leave it in the comments below. And then another player who didn't start the game this week, and I think it's got people talking, is Boubakary Soumare. No doubt I'll get told off by Max again now. But Soumare, who plays for Lille, excellent central midfielder. Some people think he'll be better than Thomas Partey. I don't necessarily disagree with them, considering the kid is 21 years old. Excellent midfielder, and he was left on the bench, surprisingly, during Lille's last game. And there's a belief that Arsenal will come back in for him, particularly if they find no, progression with the Thomas Partey. I don't think it'll be a case of both of them. I think it's going to be a case of either or in terms of this deal. But out of interest, who would you guys prefer, Soumare or Partey? Let me know. Leave it in the comments below. So as things stand, those are the only stories that are flapping about. You guys know I like to go a little bit later, just in case something happens. But if something does happen, I will try to go on live a little bit later. I'm very eager. I wanted to get this show kind of done so I can get some chick flicks done. So if you're a chick flicks fan, you're a chick flicks subscriber, I will be dropping throughout the day, just dropping random reviews. So keep an eye out on that. Make sure you're already subscribed to Chick Flicks. Let's come into the chat room and see what you lot are saying. It gives me a chance to sip on the rest of this water because I'm hella thirsty. For those asking, I will be doing a member stream tomorrow evening. I'll do that tomorrow evening. Won't be disturbed by the other half or anything. So just be me and you lot. Probably do that about 5. Just do an hour or so. Just kicking it, chilling. You guys can ask what you want. We go from there. All right, let's see what you lot are saying. Chig, I hope Man United don't get Upamecano. I would still like us to go in for him. How about you? To play him where? To where and where, bro? I think you could say, yeah, to play him with instead of David Luiz, but I think, I'm seeing a lot of quotes from Gabriel today about David Luiz and how helpful he is. And I think Arteta's entire plan for David Luiz to integrate Gabriel into that squad properly so that he's ready, so that by the time next June rolls around and David Luiz leaves, Gabriel is up to speed. So I think they brought Gabriel in 100% as an alternative to Upamecano, especially when Upamecano signed that contract. You know it, brother. You know it. They took my hairline back a little bit though, because it was here. He took it back a little bit, and I was like, you could see I weren't happy. He tried to explain to me why he did it, but I weren't happy. When you get to mid-30s, you can take this however you want to take it. Every inch matters. You take that however you want to take it. Yeah, I see you, AK. I see you. Thank you, brother. Appreciate it. Back 3 this season, likely Gabriel Luiz, Gabriel. Overplan. You seen Gabriel twice? You drunk? I know you mean Salah, but don't worry, brother. I know you mean Salah, bro. Yeah, to be honest, yeah, I think he's brought in to be almost like a concierge to some of our younger players. Listen, that's his role because his role damn sure ain't key on the pitch. So his role was always going to be key behind the scenes for sure. I'm trying, Robert. I'm trying. I am trying. Yes, please. Thank you, Delon, aka young Ja Rule over here. I see you, brother. Tell me this brother does not look like Ja Rule. Tell me. It trips me out every time I see him. British Raoul over here. Ja Rule. Uh, what are you lot saying? You guys hopeful now? Let's say, I'll tell you what, let me ask you guys one more question. If we get an OR and we get partey, and I guess everything we have, we sell Bellerin and keep Ainsley Maitland-Niles. We sell Kolasinac, we sell Socrates, let go Holding on loan. Where does that, excuse me, where does that team finish next season? Excuse me. Water's bouncing back on me now. Have a think about that while I top up this. Get some more water flowing. Fresh breeze water. If anyone wondering, do you drink tap water? Or do you want it out of a filter tap? Then filter tap water is on the one. Oh, right. See what you lot said. 7th, 5th, 4th, 6th, 14th. This guy must be a Spurs fan. Hey, Chug. It's Chig, people. My new iPad has arrived. You finally fit my screen. Oh, because I'm big. Okay, I get your joke. I get your joke. I get your joke. Fourth, I don't see us finishing above Chelsea. 7th, 8th. With those signings, top 4, 6th to 8th. Chig, read my long comment about transfers. Oh boy, why does it have to be a long comment, Aiden? Shit. Okay. I think we had 20 million. We go for Partey and Aouar for 105. All we need to do is get rid of Bellerin, Guendouzi, Mustafi, Chambers, Holding. Is that all we need to do? It's better. That is more trickier said. Easier said than done. It's the phrase I was looking for. Oh, don't get me. Listen, I'm gonna even try and butcher your name, my brother. But thank you. I'm gonna call you Abdul. Abdul. I could call you Abdul. Um, I would buy him, 100%. He's a DM. He's nothing flash, but he's big as hell, and he can pass the ball. 100%. Um, I think late in this season, Xhaka and Sabas did great for us, defensive midfielders. I prefer Partey and Aouar as creative mid. We need to get more than Partey. I'm going to present something to you guys. I sense Ceballos is not coming back unless he knows he's going to be a starter. And everybody who reckons he's in the know, like I was watching Hugh Wizzy's stream, and he thinks that Xhaka is going to be a starter. I'm not so sure. I think if they do a swap for this Diawara and Torreira, and they bring in Partey, and then they bring in Aouar, let's say by a miracle they bring in Aouar, right? I could see a midfield of a three-man midfield of Ceballos, Aouar, and partey anchoring the two. Yeah, I could definitely see that. 100% seeing that. She's looking fresh. Thank you, DJ Crane. Appreciate it. I was insulted by someone earlier that said they had to buy a bigger iPad. I don't know. I think he thought he was being funny. Uh, keep going, guys. Just checking out your comments. One 159 people. Hope you slap a like on this video. Hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. I know I'm going a bit quiet. I'm just checking comments and stuff. Sorry if you hear like dodgy adverts at the beginning. My TV is like weirdly loud. Chig, sell or keep Xhaka? I would sell him, but I don't think the club will. I think they'll keep hold of him one more year, and then maybe let him go quietly. NDO5, Aouar, Partey, Ceballos in the midfield. We need that, and we can win the Europa League, in my opinion. Yeah, if we get those three players, 100%, we can. We can absolutely. Yes, Omar and Ozil will be playing again. I don't think we'll use the back three next season. So in that case, Xhaka may be relegated to the bench. Uh, I, I I think we'll start with it, but I don't think we'll end with it. I think we'll start with it though, because that'll be part of David Luiz settling Gabriel down, even settling Saliba down, and integrating them both into the squad properly. All right, let's do 5 more minutes and I'm out of it. 5 more minutes. Um, keep Guendouzi because I think we're not going to get both Partey and Aouar. Okay, interesting. They're different players. I will say that. One's a creative player, one's more of a defensive player. They're both box to box though, to a certain degree. Remember, guys, please do slap a like on this video. Hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. Guendouzi isn't good enough, loan or sell. You seem to be comparing Gabriel to Tony Adams because of the number 6. You've seen people. If that's the case, I hope not, but it wouldn't surprise me because Arsenal fans. I just say let Saliba and Gabriel calm down, let them just step into the league and transition at their own pace. Donkey punch that like button. Yes, please. Thank you, Gary. Tell them. Tell them from the highest mountain, Tom. Yeah. But here's the thing, I don't care if they're marquee signers, Alex. I just want the right signers. I just want the right signers. That's all I want. Why don't we just swap Guendouzi for Saramir? Yeah, here's the thing though, bro. Guendouzi's got to be willing to go to Nice, to go to Lille. Why would he want to go to Lille? You know, when it was Atletico Madrid and when it was uh, Barcelona, those two moves make sense because why wouldn't Guendouzi want to move to those places? Now, don't get me wrong, with Barcelona trying to sell everybody they possibly can, um, it's possible that they might come in late for Guendouzi. To be fair, I'm kind of quietly hoping that happens because then I think Barcelona obviously with the Messi money, should this Messi thing come off, they'll have a lot of money to flash around and say, right, cool. I just want anybody who's young and is capable. Enter Guendouzi. Chief, did you get a haircut? You're looking good, man. Thank you. Yes, I did. Got one yesterday. Got one yesterday just before I saw Tennant. 4 more minutes, guys, and I'm out of here. 4 more minutes. Sell Nelson. I would sell him. Chief, do you think that Pepe would be the best player in the upcoming season? I hope so. This is a big season for Pepe, no doubt. I think, for as much as me and Lee have defended him over the course of last season, I think this season he also needs to step up. Because quite honestly, I think if you can get 15 to 20 goals this season, handful of assists, I think happy days. He's proved a lot of people wrong. Jahid, I would start any all day long. Chief, do you think we need another striker? That's a good question. I changed my mind on this quite a lot. And the moment I'm on yes, but a different type of striker. So if Lacazette was to go, then I'd get a different type of striker. If Martinelli was fit, I wouldn't bother getting a striker. I think somebody actually called me Lee. Lee, what's your thoughts on Tennant? That's the first. Me and Lee could not be more opposite in looks. Chig, between me and you, I'm real and I'm always on time. Brat, Ja Rule, baby. Murder. And that's your new nickname. Yeah, I don't know who Lee is because there ain't no Lee in the chat. So I thought maybe Lee's in the chat. And Lee would see a film like Tennant. And I would never, ever recommend Lee to see a film like Tennant. Chig, I'm so sorry, brother. I'm literally about to record a review on that now on my Chig Flick channel. Literally 5-10 minutes. I'm about to record it, so you'll find out then. All right, guys. One more question and I'm out. One more question. Give me something good. You ought to do Golden Boy. Oh, it's the Love Jar Rule. I don't give a damn how they cracked on it. And it's the Love Jar Rule. And you are spitting image. It's not an insult, by the way. It's not a bad looking bloke. Isco or Coutinho? I'm an Isco guy. I'm an Isco guy. All day long. I wanted us to get Isco for years. I think he's like 28 now. Okay, I'll end with this because people have suggested it quite a bit. And, Azaz says the same sort of thing. Adesanya Costa, come on, Nico. I've got an MMA channel for that. But yes, please. I think in my personal opinion, I would sell Lacazette if we got a good bid. If we got a £40 million bid, I would sell Lacazette. Now, would it be a disaster if we kept him? No. I think there's other people that I would sooner sell than him, but he's not off my sell list. I just think we have more pressing priorities. Like, for me, a Bellerin, I'd sell him immediately. A Kolasinac, I'll sell him immediately. The list just goes on and on and on. So I think there are more pressing concerns, but at the same time, I think you got an Edouard just sitting there, and I think he is. Me personally, you guys also know, I'd sell Eddie. That's just me. That's just me spitting. I would sell Eddie personally. Here's the thing: if Martinelli was available from the very start of the season, I would say, all right, we don't need a striker replacement. We got Martinelli. Maybe we could trundle on with Eddie and Aubameyang. Let's see how we go. But actually, what I'd probably end up doing is I would buy an Edouard, still saving on money, buy an Edouard for like 25 to 30 million, pick him up. He's your starting stroke backup. Knowing that Arteta likes to start Aubameyang on the left anyway, then you've got Eddie up top. You got Eddie up top. Eddie's not working out. You got Edouard up top, and then that's how you go. That's how you move. But I'd sell Eddie. You guys know this. I've said it from how long have I said it for now? I said it a third of the way into the season. I don't think he's good enough. Straight up, don't think he's good enough. So it is what it is. But anyway, I'm out of here, guys. I hope you guys are well. Please do, please do stick a like on this video before. Let me try that again. Please do stick a like on this video before you get up out of here. Hit that subscribe button if this is the first time you are listening to me. MP Marcus, that's my Chick Flicks, is for hip hop reaction videos. So like new hip hop tunes that I want to react to. So I won't necessarily react to all of them, but I'll react to some. But it's mainly a movie channel. So Chick Flicks is your channel for that. So subscribe to Chick Flicks. I'll be doing a Tenant review today. What else? I may do a video later, depending on if there's any big news that transpires, because I understand there may be something happening either today or tomorrow. That's all I'm going to say. And then, yeah, I think that's pretty much it. And then obviously the combat show as usual on Friday. But in any case, I am out of here, guys. Enjoy your evening. Take care. Hopefully I'll be back at the very least tomorrow. Deuces.